Hello, this is a Platinum Sigma Diva Orisa VOD review, and the post on this one said they were expanding their hero pool. I watched this already. There's a lot of good mechanical moments, and then a few just bad moments that throw this game. So we'll go over those themes. It starts with the Sigma defense. We're gonna make some errors here. So they come out on Rhine. Which on this map, Rhine isn't that scary, but usually Rhine is scary versus Sigma. We're just not really going to use the map. We're not going to respect him at all. We're just kind of going to float around on this corner. As he comes in, we should back up either to here or to here. We're just kind of floating on the corner, barriering behind him, assuming that he'll be scared and just stand here and the supports will stand here and then he won't get healed, but that's not what's going to happen at all. He's got the advantage in close range, so that's why you kind of got to commit to breaking his shield and forcing some abilities out first and back up. And we're going to eat the charge. And then the second time on the retake. So we're going to get here with plenty of time, walk up. That was a good barrier to block the soldier spam. And we're where we want to be, but we're just going to stand in the middle of the street and grasp. And now we got to use a barrier, and now we're just out. We're out of resources, so we could have just we can stand here. That way we can just focus on the soldier or these guys, just hug this corner as needed. And that just gives you so much, because if we had grasp now, we hit these shots, we grasp, and then we get all the healing, and we get the overhealth, then we can keep going, and that's how Sigma can just be this unkillable spam guy. But we just burned all our resources, so now we're, instead of being able to keep going and cycle the grasp and the shield, we're just gonna die, so... This was totally holdable if we had just managed the resources better. And I'm gonna keep going because we do handle the Rhyme better here. Good shots. And we're gonna block that and back up. So I mean, this is great. A lot of times versus a Rhine or other tanks, you do have to give up one corner or 10 meters, and that's fine. You just gotta force the abilities, damage the shield, and then later on, you have the option to go back in if you want. But usually, you have to just keep the range for a few seconds, so we can keep doing spam damage. Unfortunate that Cass gets picked. We're gonna try and do that rock again. It's just the timing is not there, but the spacing is gonna keep us alive this time. And that was good going for backline there instead of Rhine, and we're just gonna clean up. And it's next fight I want to go over because. And this is going to turn into a bit of a trade fest, but that's good. You go into the right side. And whenever there's a really messy fight, once we get a time to... Once we stop taking damage... Like, we have the option now to, like, look behind us. Team's back in about 5 seconds. Do we really need to push this with just a cat? And we're gonna do it, but I just feel like this was unnecessary. And that's why it helps to just look back, see where your team is. When I was first learning Sigma, I was surprised at... Because I watched some unranked GMs, I think Trust Me is his name. I was surprised at how chill he'd be. Oh, okay, let's just... do some poke damage. I don't want to push now. Team's back in 5. He'll just relax. poke, and then he'll ult later on, but we're gonna try and hero play it. And it almost worked, but I mean, even if we get a kill, we're probably getting traded out, so it would have just been great to wait for your team here. Because this was so close, and then if we just ult now, then we force out resources, our team's here, and then we can all just kill them together, so that's just a not caring where your team is sort of deal. And then we're just gonna die because our team got picked. And we are gonna go Orisa. Or not yet, we're all just gonna get run over by ulting Rhine. Yeah, and that was just double support ults and Rhine running us over, nothing we could really do. And the Orisa's fine just because this map, third point, is a lot more closed in. So we've got this corner, and that's fine. And we're gonna force the supports away. And Wu Yang has slide. It's just hard to get a Wu Yang. What you can do is once the supports back up like this, what opens up is like these guys. So you can do a cheeky spear spin and go for the Sojourn here actually. But and it's going to be next fight where times like this it's just like look where your team is. Because we're going to go for a really optimistic ult. And it's just a case of, okay, we've got a Bastion that's really far back here. We've got the supports here, and Cassidy's playing this pillar. So it's just like everything's set up to kill people that are here. And this isn't even good because they can just hide from it. Bastion's gonna ult because he couldn't even really see what was going on. He can see a sliver of it, but it's not. If you were the DPS, would you be able to consistently hit headshots from here? Or even land like a grenade? It's kind of hard. So Cassidy's in his fall off range a little bit. So this is just too aggressive. You just gotta like double check where your team is and play around them. Just like that Sigma ult, this ult is also just sort of out of range of our team. And because we spear spin fortified like on top of each other, we were so eager to make the play, we just hit all the buttons. And it fortifies on cooldown, so we're gonna die. So that'll give them the point. Now we'll go to the attack. And I don't know if we saw that more or just got lucky, but yeah, I agree. Flying at 3 people is too risky, but we're gonna get this a limb. Good fly control. And what your options are instead of dropping in front of this Rhine, like, we're up 1, so I understand your thought process is we need to push, but instead of taking all the spam damage and trading with Rhine, what we can do is just keep going up here is probably the best play. And that lets you pressure them. If you can also manage to make it under them or come around them, that's also an option. If you can sort of make it to the mini health pack. But those are the options. But this is good. I don't know if this pathway was always here, but this is a good move. And then there's one more thing. They are going to start backing up, and tough situations like this are tricky, because if we fly them, we might die. But you can just fly to a safe location like here and keep going, and your supports can see you. You're shooting them in the side. So I would just fly to a safe area that you can pressure them from. Because they get away pretty much for free. It's gonna work out. Luckily our team gets us, but yeah. And then we're gonna just skip straight to third point, because from here on, everything on Diva was, like, honestly diamond and above good. It's third point where things are gonna fall apart. So, I mean, like, the fact they have respawners, you might have been a little more aggressive on that ram, or you can go here. Just take as much map control as you can, because they've swapped. The punches can give you problems. And Ram is punching us. We go for this. For some reason, Ram stops punching us, so it works, but whatever. But here, we're gonna sort of, we're gonna get a good kill. And then we're about to break the golden rule of playing versus counter picks, especially on a close-in map like this. So obviously our thought process is, oh, we're on fire, we're getting multiple kills, let's keep going. But then we got our natural enemy, the Sim. And the golden rule is not to use your movement ability carelessly versus counter picks, because now we're stuck here. And all it takes is a few missed shots. Sim, for some reason, has 275 health. I don't know why she has more health than other people, but she does. And a few missed shots and we're dead, because she's got her beam charged up. So just, I might have thought I had the advantage too, but then if you have fly, you can realize, oh, I'm losing. Because it's another case of our team's 5 seconds away. I think I've said that a few times already. But yeah, our team's 5 seconds away. These guys are dead no matter what. And we're going to get demeched and lose all our momentum. And they're going to have an easy retake now because we're not in a mech, so. And this is all good. Soldiers feeding. Our team's going in. We go in with them. This just turns into, like, we're a little confused on what to do. I would probably just force payload if I see this, is what I would do. We kind of keep going after the Moira, which is just, I think we should just Matrix this guy and stand payload, and we might see the soldier and kill him. But I think we should just stay payload, because it's going to be really unfortunate the Ram's going to get back during all this, and they're going to hold. So we just kind of got caught like, ooh, look, a butterfly, a Moira, and then missed that chance, but... Oh, let me go back, sorry. There was one other thing I wanted to talk about. Because after that happens, we're going to ult. And the only way, it's kind of hard to coach this. Because we're going to ult in a situation that has 0% chance of working. The Ram can either shield this or block it. He can hug this. He can be right here. And you probably know that. Like, the damage reduction's high enough that he can live. Or just hide on the payload. If we were going to pop it, we might be able to just pop it on the payload. And have gotten lucky there, but it's just a thing where their respawn advantage is closer. I did this thing where if I didn't have full situational awareness of like how many people there are, if this will work, I just don't hit the ult button. Or you just slow down, because ults like that, you came in here with a 4-minute time bank. The reason why that's such a big safety net is, besides the fact you get more tries, even if everything goes wrong, we'll get ults eventually and win that way. But then if you give up the ults, now we're back at square one. So this is just... these are the types of mistakes that ruin the fact you've made good mechanical plays. And then I wanted to go on one more thing. Because we're going to see the Ram... Yeah, we're gonna see this, and we're gonna make the right decision and go up and go to harass the back line. It's just another thing about thinking 2 steps ahead is like, what's a Mei backed into a corner likely to do? Ult. So we just have to be ready to fly away. And yeah, we fly straight up. But I feel like if we were thinking more situationally, 1 step ahead, like with our D.Va ult, if we're thinking 1 step ahead, like we know Mei has ult, and that we just gotta leave. But you honestly made the right decision. You got caught by the Mei ult, which is pretty high. I did not know it was that high, but usually you just go outside of it horizontally. But I hope you see the rest of the things, that there were just some cardinal sins you made that undid all the good mechanical plays. So good luck.